That's a long time in education. Good evening, everyone. Seniors, thank you so much for asking me to be your commencement speaker. I know this is a very special moment in your life. All of us here tonight are here for you. Up there are the people who love you and honor you. To be here with you on Martin Field is my honor. We are part of a tradition that goes back many years. I, like so many in the audience tonight, stood on this field for a graduation ceremony and threw our caps in the air, or snuck in silly string, or air horns, or wrote messages on our caps. All the while, teachers and administrators were feeling just a bit anxious, wondering which senior was going to do the one thing they hadn't anticipated, or preparing to unplug the microphone if necessary. After all, you are teenagers. And as Cindy Wimberly would remind me when a student would act out, they're just doing their job. They're teenagers. But teenagers do grow up. Trust me. I had the privilege to travel to Washington, D.C. this year to attend the National Association of Community Health Centers Policy and Issue Conference. Many people there leading those conferences were young people not much older than our seniors are here today. What struck me was their passion for creating and sustaining health care for all communities. They were just ordinary people who cared about something so much that they were willing to take that chance. While in D.C., I visited the museum, a center that blends 5 centuries of news history, including our country's civil rights movement. One room featured the Woolworth's lunch counter, where 4 African-American college students in Greensboro, North Carolina in 1960 walked in, quietly took their seat in the white section only, and ordered coffee. They were denied, but remained seated until the store closed. And the next day, they returned with dozens of students and continued the nonviolent sit-in day after day. 4 months later, 6 stores began serving black customers for the first time. In another room in the museum, there was a feature about Rosa Parks, who chose to not give up her seat in the white-only section of the bus. She was arrested and jailed, and the Montgomery bus boycott began. In 1964, the Civil Rights Act was passed. These were ordinary people who chose to do something extraordinary. Cesar Chavez, he quit school after 8th grade to work in the field so his mother wouldn't have to. He and so many thousands like him worked for poor wages and in deplorable working environments. Then at the age of 25, he became an organizer for the Community Service Organization, a Latino civil rights group. He urged Mexican Americans to register and to vote. And he traveled throughout California and made speeches in support of workers' rights. His slogan, "Sí se puede." Yes, it can be done. He was an ordinary man who chose to do something extraordinary. Harvey Milk moved to San Francisco, opened a camera shop, and then became the first openly gay elected official of any large city. He ran for public office 3 times before being elected, and then successfully sponsored a law that barred anti-gay discrimination. His campaign manager said, "What set Harvey apart from you or me was that he was a visionary. He imagined a righteous world inside his head, and then he set about to create it for real, for all of us." Milk, who said, "Hope will not be silenced," was assassinated less than a year after taking office. He was an ordinary man who chose to do something extraordinary. I look at my hometown, and I see people working together to do some extraordinary things. Small, perhaps, in the big picture, but important to us. The Blackwell Group, preserving history. The Marfa Athletic Booster Club, which has probably cooked 1 million hamburgers, supporting student athletes. Marfa Studio of Arts, teaching art to so many. Teachers and administrators educating our children. And the students who last week helped a classmate move from her wheelchair to the Balmorhea swimming pool so she could join her friends. Kate Wanstrom, a nurse practitioner who lived here several years ago, once said to me, "Better than nothing is not good enough." And from that, she and Marilyn Sanders McQuarrie and many volunteers and a very small staff opened 2 federally qualified health clinics in Presidio County. These are ordinary people who have done extraordinary things. My challenge to you, ordinary class of 2011, although after hearing those speeches, I don't know, I'm not so sure you're so ordinary, is to do something extraordinary. Like so many before you and thousands that will follow, you can make a difference. You may not achieve the fame of Rosa Parks, Cesar Chavez, Harvey Milk, and so many others. But I believe these amazing people didn't begin their journey with that desire. I believe they were ordinary people who stood up for someone who needed help, for wrongs that needed to be right. They stepped into danger not because they were braver than you or me, but perhaps because they were the kind of tired that Rosa Parks was, tired of giving in. Do I think that this class can do extraordinary things? Yes, it is possible. Sí, sí puede. Thank you.
Oh, man.
Oh, no, dear. I'm going to eat it.
He's gonna finish eating it.
Yeah.
Chase is the only one who successfully
You don't want that hard.
I don't fuck around.
I'm ready for dessert.
It was a big push to basically.
Now I'm proud of you.
Max O'Ryan.
Oh,
Say hello to Uncle Rudy. Look at this guy.
Give him another piece. He kissed your hand.